Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody. Here we are from group 9. With the members is Alfi Huwato Nasiha, the second is Winanti, and the last is Winda Sulistiawati. We would like to explain about our result analysis of a journal article on linguistics entitled Scientific Literacy, a Systemic Functional Linguistic Perspective from Zihui Fang. Okay. To begin with, here I Winanti would like to explain about the first part is research background. What is the background of the research and then why we conducting this research? Okay. This article is described about the function of linguistics in the text, and then it will be easier for understanding text through body language. In this case, many of students who do not understand about language and its use. Also, essential meaning in the sentence is lost knowing with them. As we know that language is a feature for conveying an idea and fact, so that will comes out meanings. And then we conducted this research because writing needs a linguistic for create unique text and also meaningful. However, an understanding of the functionality of these features is critical to the development of literacy in science. This article also describes some of the key linguistic features of scientific writing, discuss the challenge these features present to comprehension and compositions of science text in school, and argues for greater attention to the specialized language of science in teaching and learning. And then something that you should know is functional linguistics is an approach to the study of language characterized by taking systematically into account the speaker's and the hearer's side, and the communicative needs of the speaker and how the given language community. Functional sees the functionality of language and its elements to be the key of understanding linguistic process and structures. Functional theories of language propose that since language is fundamentally tool, it is reasonable to assume that its structures are best analyzed and understood with reference to the function they carry out. This includes the task of conveying meaning and contextual information. Functional theories of grammar belong to structural and humanistic linguistics. Considering language is a rational human construction, they take into account the context where linguistic elements are used to study the way they are instrumentally useful for functional in the given environment. This means that pragmatic is given an explanatory role along with semantics. The formal relation between linguistic elements are assumed to be the functionally motivated. In the functional opinion, a language is in the first place conceptualized as an instrument of social interaction among human beings, used with the intention of establishing communicative relationship. Within this opinion, one attempt to reveal the instrumentally a language with respect to what people do and achieve with it in the social interaction. A natural language, in other words, is in as an integrated part of the communicative competence of the natural language user. Functional analysis is the examination of how linguistic elements function on different layers of linguistic structure and how the levels interact with each other. Function exists on all levels of grammar, even in philology, where the phoneme has the function of distinguishing between lexical material. For example, there are synthetic functions, defining different perspectives in the presentation of language expression, and then there are semantic functions that are to describe the role of participant in state of affairs or action expressed, and then also there are pragmatic functions that defining the informational stages of constituents determined by the pragmatic context of the verbal interaction. In the functional mode of explanations, a linguistic structure is explained with an appeal to its function. Functional linguistics takes as its starting point the notion that communication is the primary purpose of language. Therefore, general phonological, morphosyntactic, and semantic phenomena are thought of as being motivated by the needs of people to communicate successfully with each other. Thus, the perspective is taken that the organization of language reflects it is with its use value. Okay, for the next chapter is chapter 2. It is about theory. What is the theory being used by the authors to analyze this research? So, for this article was used a theory of knowing and understanding the language of science is an essential component of scientific literacy. According to Wellington and Osborne, on 2001, in the world filled with the products of scientific inquiry, scientific literacy has become a necessity for everyone. An understanding of science and the process of science is essential to full participation in life, despite the centrality of science to our life and to the progress of our society. Many students fail to acquire scientific knowledge, understanding, and abilities. What is it about science that makes it so alienating to students? Many factors are at work here, but the several scholars, for example, is according to Lemke, Wellington, and Osborne, have suggested that the biggest barrier to the learning of science is the language of science itself. Why is scientific language so important to the learning of science? What are its characteristics? Why do students tend to be turned off by scientific language? This literature is used a theory, Norris and Phillips, on 2003, and contend that the two senses of scientific literacy indeed interrelated and inseparable in the context of modern Western science. For purpose of this discussion, I choose to focus on the verbal research used in science tech. Moreover, I view scientific literacy in both its fundamental sense.
Hello everyone, I am Winda Sulistiawati. I would like to continue the explanation about our analyzing. We go to the third types is research method. What is the research design they used in conducting their research? It may include type of the research, object or subject of the research, technique of collecting data, and technique of data analysis. So, I will explain about type of the research and object of subject or subject of the research of this journal article. Type of the research is used descriptive research. The author describes several key features of scientific writing and discuss the challenges that unique features present to comprehension and composition of science texts in school. The author views scientific literacy in both its fundamental sense as being able to read or write science texts and derived sense is being knowledgeable about the contents of science contents and contend that the two senses of scientific literacy are indeed interrelated and inseparable in the context of modern Western science. As noted earlier, science cannot be done using everyday ordinary language. Rather, it is constructed through specialized grammar. Such as grammar is functional in that it facilitates effective presentation of information and development of argument in science. At the same time, however, it also renders scientific writing particularly dense, technical, and abstract. In this section, the author describes several key aspects of the grammar of scientific language and discuss the comprehension and composition challenge this feature present to students who are typically used to the more familiar and concrete social language of everyday spoken interaction. So, author focus on the verbal research used in syntax. The author indicates the example by figure of sentence in each discussion. And to illustrate the author points, the author draw examples from popular elementary and middle school textbook, including Science for 5th grade, Science Voyage for 6th grade, and Science Explorer is including Life, Earth, and environmental sciences for middle school. And then there has been a great deal of discussion in recent years about the knowledge base for science teacher education. Given the critical role of language in science learning, it seems that developing a conscious awareness among science teachers of the complex workings of the linguistic technology in construing scientific knowledge, belief, and worldviews should be a desirable and necessary goal for science education reform. With such explicit knowledge and understanding, science teachers will be in a better position to apprentice their students to scientific ways of reading, writing, thinking, and reasoning. So, for the object or subject of the research, the object of the research is scientific literacy, especially scientific writing that contains unique linguistic features that constitute special realms of scientific knowledge, values, and belief. An understanding of the functionality of these features is critical to the development of literacy and science. This article describes some of the key linguistic features of scientific writing, discusses the challenge these features present to comprehension and composition of science texts in school, and argues for greater attention to the specialized language of science in teaching and learning. It also discusses perspective of functional linguistic learning, the specialized language of science. And then for the educational implications, it has been suggested that scientific language typifies of the kind of language privilege in school and society. Thus, success in mastering this power code, however exoteric, will go a long way toward ensuring student success in school and beyond, because scientific language involves for functional rather than status reasons in response to newly emerging social contexts. It has to be dealt with in school and cannot simply be dismissed as technocratic, hegemonic, patriarchal, patriarchal, or oppressive. There has been a great deal of discussion in recent years about the knowledge base for science teacher education. Given the critical role of language in science learning, it seems that developing a conscious awareness among science teachers of the complex workings of the linguistic technology in construing scientific knowledge, beliefs, and worldviews should be a desirable and necessary goal for science education reform. With such explicit knowledge and understanding, science teachers will be in a better position to apprentice their students to scientific ways of reading, writing, thinking, and reasoning. As Wellington and Osborne have eloquently stated, Students need tools for unpacking and strategies for revealing the organization and logic of scientific ways of using language so that they are empowered to effectively consume and critique the discourse of science. In this connection, Martin has argued that schools have a responsibility to engage students in explicit learning of scientific language. In short, teaching about the use of language of science is not an optional extra but central to the process of learning science. For without a sense of why it is that science is written in thus strange and unfamiliar forms, and what the words mean in the text of their use, science will simply remain a foreign language to students. And then, to become scientifically literate, students must ultimately learn to cope with the specialized language of science. For example, a student must be able to read and comprehend texts where scientific knowledge and ideas are typically presented in school. They must also be able to employ appropriate linguistic resources to communicate what they have learned from empirical activities and from what they have read. Knowledge and understanding of scientific language is critical to the development of scientific literacy in both its fundamental sense. Students who do not appreciate and understand the specialized language of science will be severely handicapped in their learning of scientific principles, knowledge, and values if we accept that the views that empirical activities are the handmaidens to the rational activity of generating arguments in support of new ideas about the way the world behaves, and that understanding the language of science is sine qua non to understanding the ideas of science. We must then give greater attention to the linguistic resources that constitute scientific beliefs and knowledge. An inquiry-based curriculum, when coupled with an explicit focus on the specialized language of science, will have the best potential to maximize learning and promote scientific literacy for all students. The foregrounding of language in science teaching and learning demands that teachers have a better understanding of the central role language plays in shaping experience or reality and hand in learning, so that they can become more proactive and effective in apprenticing students to the discourse community of science. Maintained that modern Western science is dependent of written texts. This means that learning science in school necessarily involves learning to cope with the specialized language of science. It has been argued that learning scientific language and learning the contents of science is principle, knowledge, and values are essentially one and the same thing. From this perspective, science teachers are simultaneously teachers of language or reading. After all, school subjects such as science are mediated primarily through written language, and it is through the use of such language that teachers are able to assess and promote student learning of science.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Alfi Hulwatun Nasiha. In this time, I would like to give some explanation about our analysis of a journal article on linguistics. That is about the technique of collecting data. The first is about technique collecting data. Based on this journal, the collecting data, the writer used collecting relevant or appropriate data from books, scientific articles that are reliable and also accordance with the research topic that being conducted by the writer. For the purpose of the discussion about scientific literacy, the writer also chose to focus on the verbal resource used in science texts. And then, to illustrate the writer's point, the writers also give the examples from popular elementary and also middle school textbooks, including the Science for 5th grade, Scott Forsman 2000, and then Science Voyages for 6th grade, Glenn Go 2000, and Science Explorer, including Life, Earth, and Environmental Science for middle schools, Princeton Hall 2001. It can be concluded that the writer collecting relevant or appropriate data needed for the research from the book and then scientific articles that are reliable and also accordance with the research. And then the next is about the technique of data analysis. In this journal, the technique of the data analysis that the writer uses is deductive data analysis. This deductive data analysis is the opposite of the inductive model. Inductive model data analysis is the process takes place from your theories to the fake, and then we can show that they can also derive from nominalization. As such, technical terms always function at a somewhat abstract level, and then many commonsensical terms also count as the technical vocabulary when they are used with specialist meanings or in a metaphorical sense. For example, all the underlined words in the figure 4 carry something other than their vernacular meanings and also are thus considered technical terms as well. The writer used deductive data technique to analyze this research. And then the next is about the results or the finding of this journal. The finding of this journal is actually it has recently outlined the innovation of science education that makes inquiry the cornerstones of the science curriculum. And then in this content, the teacher also has the potential to help the students to understand the science as a human and they aware and then build concentrate experiential background for understanding science texts, acquire scientific knowledge and thinking skills important in everyday life, and also develop an interest in science, and then to become scientifically literate. The students also must ultimately learn to cope with the specialist language of science. For example, the student must be able to read and comprehend texts where scientific knowledge and ideas are typically presented in the schools.
This is all our explanation for analysis of journal article on linguistics, guys. Thank you for your attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.